Namaste, friends. Welcome to the Chill Palm Midweek Reset series. So, for those that are tuning in for the first time, my name is Alley, and I'm one of our many wellness practitioners that participate in this midweek reset. This will be a 30-ish minute practice to just kind of guide you back inward, take a moment to pause, to reset, so that you can move through your day and your week in a much more refreshed and renewed space. So, with that, we have just started March, right? A month that is usually associated with spring, with that transition from winter and sort of going more inward, maybe feeling a little bit lower energy. And I am aware that you might be tuning in from somewhere in the world that it's actually summer right now, or it's a different season. But here, where I am in Northern Nevada, we are very much moving from that darkness and that cold, that internal hibernating type energy of winter, and moving into more light, more spring, more energy, more vibrancy. And so, yeah, this brings up really this sense of like, ooh, phew, I'm coming out again, right? I'm going from this darker place and I'm stepping out into the light. And so, on a macro level, we can think of renewal like that, like the actual shifting of the seasons and moving right into the future, right, into something that we're trying to birth into our lives, or birth out into the world. On a micro level, when we're practicing movement, yoga, breath, meditation, whatever practice you sort of gravitate to, and mine is definitely more movement centric because I just love to move energy around, and I think that's really important. But on a micro level, sometimes renewal looks more subtle. It's like, oh, where can I exhale where I've been kind of holding or tensing? Or maybe I'm in a yoga pose. Where can I just soften as I engage and find just a little more space in a way that I've never felt before? I know even now I've been practicing for like 22 years and teaching for 18 years, and I still can find little moments in my yoga or my meditation practice where I'm like, ooh, I was really like holding my breath there. And what would it be like to relax? And then the whole pose is renewed. Or, gosh, I was clenching my jaw, right? And oh, I'm able to see that, right? And then the whole thing is like just renewed, it's refreshed. So that was like really resonating with me when I was thinking about renewal and what's happening right now, on a macro level with the seasons and the planet, but also on the micro level of how we can subtly renew ourselves just moment to moment. Sometimes it's like we just need to renew in the next 5 minutes to get into that meeting in a way that is grounded. Or we're renewing on a bigger, we're making a 3, 6, 12 month plan of bigger shifts in our lives. So wherever you are on all that, right, from the micro to the macro, and just kind of touching in with what that might bring up for you, and exploring in your practice today of how you can reset and renew that as well. Okay. So we're going to stoke a little inner fire to kind of bring in that energy of spring, starting with some breathing and then moving into a little bit of core work and then some traditional yoga poses, ending with a lovely shavasana to just let ourselves marinate in some of that heat that we've felt. If you have a pillow, I do recommend grabbing it, or I'm setting up on my meditation cushion, which I love. Just gives you a little extra lift, makes your seat a little more comfortable. Go ahead and prop your seat up on that now. Clear some space, and let's take your hands, your palms towards your knees, rolling the shoulders up towards the ears, and then down your back, and then up towards the ears and down your back. And do that just a couple times, loosening up anything that feels kind of stiff, tight. You can lift your chin up a little bit. You can tick tock the head side to side, moving the ears to the shoulders, maybe just kind of swaying a little bit side to side. Before we come into a still seat, I like to do this sometimes because maybe you've been still behind your desk today already. Okay. And then go ahead and straighten up the spine. Get nice and still. Lift up through the crown of your head. Close your eyes. And allow the attention to drift inside, landing right on your navel. So drop the awareness down, feel your center, feel your navel. And draw it back in. Take a nice deep inhale, breathing in all the way through the nose. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. And then open the mouth. And big fiery exhale out through your mouth. Okay, so a few more like that. So inhale, breathing in, breathing in, breathing in, breathing in. Take in as much air as you can. Feel that little lift of the heart at the top. And then open your mouth. And you can even stretch the skin of the face as you exhale out. Again, inhale, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Hold it at the top. Sip in a little bit more air if you can. And then open the mouth. Now we're going to close the lips, moving into a very short pulsing breath called Kapalabhati breathing. It looks like this. You'll inhale, breathe in, and you'll take short pulsing exhales like you're snapping the navel back and in, pressing the breath out through the nostrils. Okay, so it looks like that. You might find you could do 5 of them, 10 of them, 20 of them, whatever, until you need to take in the next inhale. So just do as much as you can. We'll do a minute or 2 of this. Okay, so inhale, go ahead and breathe in, and then exhale. Right, short pulsing exhales. I want you to feel the center of your body pulsing back and back and back and back and back. And if you feel like you have no more air, take an inhale and then exhale. Again, inhale, breathe in. And again, exhale, short pulsing exhales. Kind of sounds like a dog panting a little bit. You should sort of hear that in the back of your mind. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Sort of feel the lower pelvic floor lift, the very low abdominals starting to lift up and back, up and back, up and back. And let's do one more round of that. So inhale, breathe in. And then exhale. And take a nice deep inhale in. And open the mouth. Exhale. Now close the mouth. We're going to do long, slow breaths, inhaling through the nose and out through the nose. So mouth stays closed. Adding in the arms. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Exhale, turn the palms away. 5, out through the nose. Mouth is closed. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the exhale out, draw the ribs back. Inhale, breathe in. Should hear the sound in the back of the throat, back of the mind. Turn the palms away, exhale out through the nose. Strong out breath, the rib cage is lowering. Navel drawing back. All right, feeling that inner center. Soak in some fire here. One more, inhale, breathe in. And turn the palms away. Exhale out through the nose. Strong out breath. Rib cage draws down. Navel draws back and in. Sticking with this breath, let's go ahead and inhale. Extend your legs straight forward. If you're on your pillow, your cushions stay there. Bend the knees a little bit, kind of generously here. Flex your toes back. Inhale, scoop the arms straight up. Good. Exhale, reach forward, and you might need to bend the knees more. Peace sign fingers toward your big toes. Kind of hook on there with your thumb. Bend the knees more if you need to. Inhale, lift the heart up. And then exhale, a little bend of the elbows, softening the chest down towards the knees. And again, inhale, lengthen, look forward towards your toes. Straighten the arms, maybe press the heels a little more forward. And then exhale. Bend the elbows, soften the chest down. Good. One more like that. Some of us might be very generously bent. I've worked with all levels, all ages. teaching yoga. You do you and you modify for the phase and the stage of life that you're in. And then inhale, go ahead and bring yourself back up. Okay. Exhale, let's come off of the cushion, off of the pillow, set it over to the side. And coming onto hands and knees here. So all fours, placing the hands underneath your shoulders. Good. Inhale, peel the right arm straight up. Take a nice deep breath in. Now exhale, you're not going to lower all the way down. You're just going to thread the right arm under the left. You might need to bend the left elbow a little bit. Look back over the left shoulder and tighten in through your center. And then inhale, your hips can shift a little bit side to side, reach up. That's it. Exhale. That out breath is scooping the arm belly back and under your left arm. Good. Keep going like that. We'll do a few more. Inhale, reaching up. Good. Exhale. Let the breath guide the movement. And I want you to feel sort of a tightening and a lifting in through your center, like we were finding with that Kapalabhati breathing. Again, inhale, breathe in. Opening, exhale. Curling in. And then inhale, go to reach the right arm up, lead with the elbow, the wrist, the fingertips. Exhale, lower the right hand down. Okay, switching sides. So we'll inhale, take the left arm up, reach, open, feel expansion. Exhale, contracting inward, threading left arm under right. So you're not touching the ground, right? You're keeping the arm up and you're feeling that nice twist. Keep going. Inhale, reach the arm up. Good. Exhale. Use the out breath. Notice where your head wants to go. If it wants to look down, if it wants to go over to the side. Inhale, reaching the left arm up. Good. Exhale. Thread. And one more. Inhale, reach up. Good. Exhale, thread. Inhale, take the left arm up. Exhale, lower the left hand down. Okay, so you're on all fours here. Bring the knees together. Inhale, reach and extend the right leg up. Look a little bit forward. I want strong planted arms gazing forward. Exhale, round, right knee in. Curl your chin toward your chest. Push into your hands. Scoop the center in. Good. Inhale, let's pick this pace up a little bit. Gaze forward. Exhale, round in. You can even pick it up a little more if you like, if you're feeling called to that. If you want to move a little slower, that's good too. You'll do about 3 more of these. Inhaling, extending. And exhale, round. Twice more. Inhale, extend. Good. Exhale, round. And last one. Inhale, extend. And exhale, and round. Good. Lower the right knee down. Go right to the other side. Strong arms. So if you're collapsing and you feel your shoulder blades coming together, I want you to do the opposite. Strong statuesque arms. Widen the shoulder blades. And then inhale. Extend your left leg up and back. Gaze forward. Feel like you're moving away from the ground. Exhale. Curl in. Inhale. Extend. Exhale. Press and curl. Again, you find your rhythm. We're going to do about 5 more. You can go fast. You can take it real slow. I always love giving optionality because sometimes we're not on the same exact page as our instructors, our guides, other people in our classes. You got to find your rhythm. And I really try to encourage that. Good. Let's do 1 more of those. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Okay. Bring the knee back down. Now lift your hands up to your waist. So you're going to be standing on your knees here. I'm going to turn to face the forward. You can still be facing the side. Take your right leg and place it out to the right, almost like you're in warrior 2 pose, but with the knee down, right? So instead of being on both legs, sit down into your hips here. You can drop your hands down. And I want you to just move back and forth a few times. So you're settling down into the hips and then backing out of it. You can add your arms, reach the arms out to the sides. Feel like you're pressing down on hard bricks, feeling long, strong, statuesque. So the inhale, we back away. And the exhale, we settle in. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, now pause here, settle into the hips, right arm forward, left arm back. And you're just gonna reverse that. Your hand might touch the ground there. Reach up and back, stretch the ribs, find a nice, beautiful curve of the side body here. Inhale, breathe in. If the floor behind you feels really far away, you can always grab your water bottle if you have one nearby. Water bottle is a great prop, or your pillow. Otherwise, just let the fingertips lightly touch the ground. One more breath. Good. Now gently come back up to the center here. Try without using your hands. Step your knee in, come back onto the knees, and then other leg out to the side. So should be now your left leg. So down and back. Inhaling up. Exhaling in. Okay. Again, find your rhythm. You might want to move like really slow and gently, or you might want to move back and forth a little bit further, a little bit deeper, a little bit faster. Again, strong arms. You want the shoulders drawing down and then outward, energy outward through your fingertips. A few more of these. Yeah, feels good, doesn't it? All right, now settle into the hips here, drop in. Again, it's kind of like warrior two, but on your back knee instead of your foot. And then we'll go in reverse. Reach up and back. Take your right fingertips, water bottle, prop, or floor. Reach back. Give a nice little press here into the front leg. So I want you to feel like you're grounding in. This leg is strong and turned on. And feel that beautiful side bend. Breathing in. Breathing out. Again, when you breathe out, I want you to notice, can you draw the low belly up? I like to think of my pubic bone slightly rising up toward the navel and then back. And asking what we can soften a little bit as well at the same time. Now gently come back up to center. And again, without your hands, if you can always put your hands down if you need to. But if you can, step your knee in. And we're back onto all fours here. We're going to curl the toes under into the mat or on your carpet, your rug, wherever you are. Lift the knees up, just hover inch or two up off the floor. So we'll inhale here. Exhale, hover and feel strong. Center is rising. Inner thighs are drawing inward like magnets toward one another. Upper back is widening. One more breath. And with this exhale, I want you to slowly straighten your legs all the way back. Press the heels down. Spread the hands out. Push the palms to fingertips forward, downward facing dog. Couple of deep breaths here. Can you lift the kneecaps a little bit? Spiral your inner thighs inward and back. Press into the heels. If you need to soften back to the knees, that's totally fine. That gives you a little more ease. Relax the head, ears and upper arms toward one another. One more deep breath into the back body. Inhale and exhale. Walk the feet about halfway up your mat. Walk your hands back. Bend your knees generously. Sit your hips all the way down toward your heels. So you're on the balls of your feet here. Squeeze your knees together. Inhale, reach your arms straight forward and up. So it's like a very low chair pose, a little bit of a balancing pose here. Inhale. And then exhale, lower the hands down and slowly straighten the legs. Again, just finding exact right spot for you if you need to bend the knees a little bit. And then again, we'll inhale, look forward a little bit, bend the knees. As you lower your hips down to your heels, lift the heels up towards the seat. Reach the arms up, inhale, big breath in. See if you can lift up just an inch. And exhale, hands down, heels towards the ground, straighten the legs and fold in. One more. Inhale, lower the hips, lift the heels, reach the arms up. This time, see if you can just lift up a little bit, baby. And then exhale, lower the hands, heels, and straighten your legs. Separate your feet a couple inches apart. Again, soften the knees if you need to. Hold on to opposite elbows, drop your head. Long inhale. Slow exhale out through the nostrils. Couple more breaths. You can make a little sigh noise if you like. Ah. All right, that's the release. And that is what gives way and space for the renewal. The renewal, the renewal. What is it that we are birthing? Okay, now inhale, soften the knees, take the arms out wide to the sides, reach all the way up. Reach up, lift the ribs, extend the spine, reach the arms, gaze up. Maybe take a little upper back bend. And exhale, lower the arms down by your sides. Now let's go ahead and step out nice and wide on the mat here. Inhale, take the arms up and overhead. Turn your toes out, heels in, exhale, drop down into goddess pose. You can separate the arms if you need to a little bit, if this feels too tense. Okay, I want you to feel like you're scooping up air, reaching up and dropping down low into your seat. Plant into your heels. Breathe. Deeper breaths. The harder it gets, the more you feel the body work. Ooh, can you soften that breath and just be with that? Sit a little bit lower, 2 more breaths. Building that inner fire. Okay, now we exhale, straighten legs. Turn the toes in, reach up, inhale. Exhale the arms wide, lead with the chin in the chest, and fold all the way down. Grab a hold of the back of the ankles. Bend the elbows, wrap them in towards the back of the legs. Bring the crown of the head down. It may not be anywhere near the floor. That's fine. If it is near the floor, you can touch the top of the head towards the ground. Breathe here. Big inhale into the back of the ribs. Exhale, contract the front of the ribs in, draw the navel up, and then see if you can maybe straighten the legs just a little bit more. Right, this is that macro perspective, and I really like this pose for that, of like even just a centimeter or 2 or 3 goes a long way to renewing our posture, all of our postures. I find this is a good one to feel that in. Like, can I just lift the seat up a little higher? Can I press down into the big toe mound a little bit more? Can I reach the back of the hamstrings up? Maybe feel the knees lift. And soften the head down. As we inhale, let's go. Let go of the ankles. Come onto the fingertips, gaze forward, straighten out your spine. And then exhale, we're going to bend. Well, let's turn the toes out a little bit on the right toes. And then bend the knee, and you're either going to sit about halfway down, or you can sit all the way down. Drop your seat to your heel, and then flex your extended leg back. Bring the hands to the heart. Breathe here. Good. Lower the hands down, shift up and over through the center, and go to the other side. So now we're bending left knee, sitting about halfway down with hand support, or all the way down, seat toward the heel, hands towards the heart, balancing here. Inhale. Yeah. Renewing. Gonna bring your hands down, call yourself back up through the center. Turn your toes to face forward. Inhale, reach the arms out to the sides, come all the way up. Stretch up, gaze up, lift the ribs. Exhale, take the hands to the heart. Let's go ahead and set the feet in. Practicing a little bit of balancing here. So from the side, you're gonna ground down through your legs, pushing lots of energy downward through the back of the legs, lifting up the heart, shoulder blades back, arms come down. Gaze forward, bring the weight into the left heel, left leg. Lift the right knee up, inhale. Good, pause here. As you exhale, see if you can extend and straighten your leg. Lift the kneecap, flex the foot, hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Lower the right leg down. Shifting the weight into the right heel. Again, long tail, lifted heart, finding that perfect posture. Shoulders are probably going to need to be a little bit more back than you think. Okay, a lot of us, we're just leaning forward way too much. Draw the shoulders out to the sides and back. Inhale, arms are down and strong. Lift the left knee. Again, you could stay here. If this feels like a lot of work, you're just working on balance. Maybe that's what you're birthing more into your life. Physically, emotionally, mental balance. That's a good one. Or extending the leg. And if you're sore like me, because you've been working out a lot, you might be shaking a little bit here and feeling your leg a lot. 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Let's go ahead and lower the leg down. Good. Now inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Good. Exhale, take the hands to the heart. So we're going to do the same thing, but in reverse, also called Warrior 3 pose, where we're going to bring the spine, belly parallel to the floor, and the leg also back parallel to the floor. You can watch first if you need to. Okay, so bringing the weight into the left foot, I'm going to inhale, lift the right knee up. This time, lift the arms up. And now exhale, slow and steady, like you're moving through thick air. Extend the leg back. Reach the arms forward. You might feel like you want to collapse a little bit. See if you could draw from the center and keep reaching more forward than collapsing down. Ooh. Balancing on carpet is different than a hard yoga floor. Good. 1 more deep breath. Inhale. And then exhale. Place your foot back down. Reach the arms up. And exhale. Take your hands to the heart. Pause. Other side. Get in it. Get present. Ground the right foot. Inhale, lift the left knee, lift the arms up. And draw in. Good. And then slow and steady from your center with a lot of strength and power. Extend your leg back. Reach your arms forward again. Try not to collapse here. Draw in and up. Reach. Try to straighten your standing leg. Flex and kick the back leg back. Reach. Hold it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Slow and steady, bring yourself back up. You may have fallen out early, that's okay. And then exhale, take the arms down by your sides. Pause there. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Just soften. All right, I feel like you're building up a little heat and fire. Okay, let's go ahead and come onto our backs now. So just go ahead and sit down. Roll down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Good. Now lift and straighten your legs straight up towards the ceiling. Again, you might need to bend the knees a little bit. This might sound a little funny to you, but we're just going to kind of take our hands and gently pat. Give yourself a little tap, 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 tap. This also gets energy moving for renewal and for growth, right? I really like to do this when I'm feeling some lethargy. When I'm feeling kind of heavy or that like 3 o'clock slump where the caffeine is starting to wear off. Just kind of give yourself a nice little tap. Reawaken. Okay. Now bend the knees, place your feet down onto the ground about 6 inches apart, hips width apart. Lay the arms down by the sides. Press your palms down, arms strong by the side body. And then inhale, lift your hips up, coming into bridge pose. If there's a little more space to work, walk the arms closer to each other. Interlace the hands. Reach your knuckles toward your heels. Press down through the heels. Engage the backside of your legs. Again, the insides of the knees just feel slightly magnetic toward one another. Upper back is pressing. Nice, deep, full breaths. This feels really good for the upper back and the back of the neck. Now, if your hands are interlaced, release them. And then everybody, keep your hips lifted. Reach your arms up toward the ceiling. Reach forward like you're reaching for your babe. You're trying to give someone a hug. Feel the shoulders move apart, and then really slowly keep reaching as you roll the spine down. It's like a nice little upper back massage. Keep reaching. And then lowering the hips, lowering the arms. Let's bring the arms out to the sides here. Extend your left leg down onto the floor, strong, engaged legs. So flex the toes back. Bring your right knee up and in towards your chest. Your left hand is going to take a hold of the right knee or shin, and nice and easy, you're going to take yourself into a twist. So right leg over to the left side. If you need to bend the extended leg a little, that's fine. Keep your right arm extended out. I actually like to keep the back of my head on the ground. I don't love turning my head. Sometimes it just feels like it kind of pinches the side of my neck. So you can look if you like, but no, just keep the back of the head down and breathe here. And close your eyes. Feel a little more softening here. And then go ahead and bring the right knee back up to the center of the chest. Interlace your hands around the front of the right shin. Give it a nice little squeeze here. Squeeze it in. Maybe it moves a little bit out toward your right shoulder. Big breath in. Sigh out through the mouth as you exhale. And go ahead and lower the right leg down so you're flat for just a moment. Take a breath in and breath out. Let's bring the left knee up towards the chest. The right leg is long on the mat. Left arm out to the side. Right hand takes a hold of the shin or the knee. Gently guide it over into a supine twist. Check where the back of the head placement is right for your neck. Try to soften something. Until twists feel really good and comfortable, they actually feel very unnatural and very uncomfortable, right? The breath might feel a little stuck. So here, to renew and refresh your supine twist, see if you can just find that just right spot. Do I need to lower my arm a little so I can breathe better? It doesn't have to be performative. It has to feel good from the inside. So try to find that. And we'll gently guide the knee back into the center of the chest. Left knee comes in. Flatten out your back. Interlace your hands around the front of the shin. And hug your left knee as close as you can up towards your chest, towards your armpits. Relax the back of your head down. Feel the front of the hip contract in. Maybe a little pinching sensation there. Good. Close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Release your left leg long next to your right leg here. Inhale, extend the arms overhead. Walk your heels in toward one another so both legs feel like one long leg. Deep breath, reach, reach, reach. Reach a little more. Reach a little more. And then open the mouth. And soften. And again, one more. Big breath in, kind of tense up. Reach, reach, reach. And exhale. We'll go ahead and lower the arms down by the sides into a low V. You may want to place your pillow or cushion underneath your knees, or if it even feels way better, just bend the knees entirely for your Shavasana. Let your knees knock in. Otherwise, legs are just long and flat. Lots of ways to do Shavasana depending on where our low back is today. You can move the flesh away from your seat and down a little bit. If you get a little extra cushion there, like me, flatten out the tailbone, work the shoulders under, lengthen the back of the neck. Feel just ever so slightly, just to find that right spot. Tuck your chin towards your chest. And then let that go. Lay the backs of the arms down, palms up. So we'll slip into a few minutes of Shavasana here just to relax entirely. Letting go of all the effort, all the energy, all the intention, the seeds of renewal and growth and moving forward into the light. Here, nothingness, complete space, complete effortlessness. Scan your body from the tips of your toes up through the backs of the knees and the back of the hips, the front of the pelvis. See if you can allow the whole lower part of your body from your pelvis downward to your feet. Just completely relax. And bringing awareness towards the navel center, the back of the heart, the front of the chest, the whole length of your spine. Seeing if you can just allow that whole center trunk of the body to fall, to drop, to release all sense of effort. Noticing the shoulders, down through the upper arm, into the elbow crease, down through your forearms, wrists. Allow the palms of the hands to get a little heavier, falling into the back of the hand and softening the fingertips. Feel your brain get heavy and dropped into the skull, the back of the head, the forehead skin relaxing, and the space between the brows widening, and the eyeballs sinking deep and into their sockets. Relax your cheeks, your jaw, your teeth, your tongue. So any gripping in the mouth. Relax your lips, your chin, and the inside of your ears. Soften the crown, very top of your head. And imagining the crown of the head, a slight opening. And through that opening, a long ray of golden light coming in, going down through the insides of your body, outward through your fingertips and your toe tips. Feeling fully renewed, energized, full of light. Feel free to stay here a little bit longer if you have the time and the space. Just marinate and bathe in your golden light. And if you're ready, you can rebend the knees, place feet on floor, roll over to one side and pause there. Let your head rest in your arm. And moving gently here and taking yourself back upright into your seat as we begin. Right on the earth or on your cushion. Sitting upright. Yoga is like a bath sometimes, right? It's like just like sort of washes away any stagnant, stale energy and brings in that sense of fresh, life affirming vitality. So, noticing here with your eyes closed, any subtle shifts. Notice the difference in your energy, the quality of your breath, the quality of your awareness. We'll bring our hands together, drawing the thumbs in towards heart center and dropping your chin down. We bow together humbly and with gratitude towards our practice, towards our intention. Thank you so much for joining us today. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. And as always, these playlists and this recording is now available on YouTube and Spotify. So please, if you'd like to revisit it or gather the playlist up, it's really lovely. I've been listening to it actually all day yesterday and today, just kind of feeling into that. And join the newsletter at chillpalm.com to just get more updates along the way of different happenings and offerings and music and wellness and all the wonderful, beautiful things that give us that sense of joy and light. Hope to see you next time. Hope you have a wonderful day. Happy almost spring. Namaste.